Hey everyone, hello, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing another swatching video, which I love to film and I love to watch, of my JD Glow shadows, which, just give me a second, are all the big pans up top here. I recently expanded this collection. I made a JD Glow order pretty recently, at the beginning of July, I think, or end of June, and they arrived to me yesterday, and I thought that instead of doing like just swatching the new shadows, I would just do like my current JD Glow collection, because it just made more sense. I have done a JD Glow video of all of my JD Glow shades. I think it was over a year ago now that I filmed that. I can link it down below if you want, but I just thought it might be nice to do an updated like collection swatching video with better swatches, because the swatches in that video were fucking awful. I'm wearing my like comfy shirt because I could not be bothered to change, but I am wearing hoops, so you know, there's that. That makes up for it. So yeah, I have these basically arranged in rainbow order. So let's just get to swatching. I will say that all of these are technically Galaxy shadows. I have all of their Galaxy shadows now except for one. The shade Bestie, which is an orange, beautiful shade, was out of stock when I was making this order, so it's on my list, okay? But otherwise I have all of the Galaxy shadows that they have, including the two new ones that they just released like at the beginning of summer. And I will say not all of these are created equal. There's some of these I don't even think deserve the name Galaxy shadows. They're still beautiful, but they're not even, like, some formulas are just so different from each other. So I thought this would also be helpful to film. So let's just scooch in, do some swatches, and I will do up close swatches of these at the end. So the first shade I have, this is the lightest shade. This is the shade Opal. This is super sparkly, really beautiful. It's a light pink shade with a blue shift. It's really beautiful. I love using this as an inner corner highlight, really intense, or even just like all over the lid. It's really sparkly. This, I think, definitely deserves its standing in the Galaxy shadow collection. That one I have had for a long time. The next shade is new to me. This is the shade Sin, which I don't know why I expected this to be more purple, but it's a very like light pink shade with almost like a green shift to it, a greeny gold shift. I would say it mostly is a gold shift, but it has like a greeny element to it. It's really pretty. Again, I haven't actually used this on my eyes yet because it is new. It's not quite as sparkly as Opal or some of the other shades, but it's still really beautiful, and I love like light pinky shades, so I'm not mad at it. The next shade is the shade AKA. I absolutely love this shade, and I feel like it's underrated. It's really sad how I feel like this shade deserves so much more love. Maybe it's just me and my love of pink shadow, but this is a hot pink shade with a gold shift to it. It's so pretty. It's really sparkly. It's just so beautiful. If you like pink shades, this, of all the pink shades that I have from JD Glow, would be like #1 for me. It's so nice. And this is that's one that I've had for a while. This next one is new to me. This is the shade Sprung. This was the one that I was most excited for. Honestly, it's a hot pink shade. I don't have that many like hot pink, really sparkly shades, so I was really excited about this one. It's nice. It's not, I feel like, all what I wanted it to be. It's not just in the sense that it's not quite as sparkly as some of the other ones. It's like metallic, but it doesn't have the same level of sparkle as, as the top 3 pinky shades that I have just swatched. I do like it, and I do think that I will get use out of it, but it's not the like really intensely sparkly Galaxy formula from JD Glow. Next up is the shade, oh my god, this is highly magnetized. Next up is the shade Peachy Keen. I think this is such a beautiful shadow. Now this I've had for a while. This is not new to me, and it's also not so sparkly, but it's super shifty. It's basically like a really bright yellowy chartreusey green with a super strong peach shift. It's stunning. It's so pretty. If you like really strong duochromes, this is beautiful. And maybe if you're like a little bit intimidated by like really intensely glittery shades, this is a good one. It's really beautiful and quite unique for me. And I love like how green this can lean. I wonder if you could see, like, you can see that strong peach and then that bright like chartreuse yellowy flash. It's really nice. I will say it shows up mostly like yellowy greeny on the eyes, and then it shifts to peach. Another one that I have loved for a long time, this is the shade Prismatic. I know a lot of people have bought this in the recommendation of Amy Loves Makeup, which is why I bought it as well, and I'm so glad I did. This is, as you can see, a really bright like yellowy green with such a strong blue shift, and it, to me, it also has a really strong like, or like, I can see so much pink in here, and I feel like no one talks about that, but to me this shifts blue and pink. It's so unique, so beautiful. I honestly don't think I've ever come across a shade that's like this. It's really sparkly. It's one of like the ones that I would recommend the most from JD Glow. I use it all of the time. It's just so beautiful, and definitely deserves its ranking in the Galaxy Shadow collection. This next one is new to me. This is the shade Lemon Lime. So it's a really bright lime shade. It doesn't really shift to me any type of way. It's just like a bright lime green, and it's not so sparkly. It's just lime green metallic. This one I think is the one that I was most disappointed by. I think it's still pretty, but personally, unless you're specifically searching for a green shade that is this like tone, I don't think I would recommend this. It, like, don't get me wrong, it's fucking nice. It's just not like as special as some of the other shades that JD Glow has. The next shade that I have is a light blue. This is the shade Secrets. It's like a light blue shade with a gold shift to it. It's really pretty as well. I mean, all of these shades are beautiful. It's kind of in the middle, for JD Glow. It's not the most sparkly, but compared to some of their shades like Lemon Lime, where it's just basically a metallic, it does have more of like a sparkle to it. It's a light blue with a gold shift to it. Really pretty. Again, not one of the more special shades that they have though. This next shade is one that I have also had for a while. This is the shade Bora Bora. I think it's really beautiful. It's another blue shade that has a like gold shift to it, but this one is a little bit more teal. I'm just going to build this swatch up a little bit. It's like a teal, like a goldy green shift. Has a teal base with like a green shift to it that has like, I don't know why I feel like there's some gold to this, but it has like a really warmth to it. I don't know, it just looks really beautiful. Again, kind of in the middle where it's not the most sparkly, but it it has a little bit more pizzazz than some of their other ones like Lemon Lime or Peachy Keen. The next shade is new to me. This is the shade Peacock. Now in the pan, this looks very similar, I think, to Bora Bora, where if you just look at them side by side. But this is another teal, but it has a purple shift. It's super pretty. It's another one that reminds me a lot of Peachy Keen, where it's quite shifty, but it's not super sparkly. So you can see when you look at it from the front that it's like a deep teal shade, and then when you, maybe you can't really see it swatched on the arm, but when I have it on my finger, you can see the like purple to it. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see that right now, but it is really, really beautiful. Not super sparkly though. The next shade is one that I've really wanted for a long time and one that everyone hypes up. This is the shade Watermark, and I can say that it definitely lives up to the hype. It's a deep, just super sparkly blue. I mean, that is like the night sky in a shadow. It's so beautiful. This is honestly one of the most sparkly JD Glow shades that I have. I can see truly why everyone loves it. It is deeper, so if you don't love like deep shades, then you might not love this, but the way it reflects the light is just so stunning. It has like a goldy, tealy sparkle to it. Again, it's not super shifty, but it's sparkly. And then we have one of my most favorite shades. This is the shade Anomaly. This is one that I would recommend to everyone. It's one of my favorite shadows in my collection. It's a royal blue shifting like purple. It's with such a beautiful shine to it. It's absolutely gorgeous. The way that this looks in sunlight or like under low light is unreal. It's unreal. I adore this shade. I use it like every chance I get. It's not quite as sparkly as Watermark, but I mean, it does the job, that's for sure. And then we have another just absolutely beautiful one. This is the shade Good God. This is another one that I've had in my collection for a while. It is a beautiful light, like lavender purple shade with a blue shift to it. Just stunning. It has, I would say, the same level of sparkle as Anomaly and some of the other ones. I think Watermark is probably like the one that has the most just like sparkle to it, but these are just also super shiny. Excuse, I have like some shadow over on the side of my arm that I have no idea where it's from, but this is absolutely stunning. If you like lighter shades as opposed to some of these deeper ones, this is a beautiful one to go for. It's just, it has such a unique like tone to it. It's so good. Next, this is a new shade. This is the shade Plum. I was actually pleasantly surprised by this. It's a lot like creamier compared to some of the other shades like Anomaly or Good God. It's a little bit more dense, but I have heard that some people don't love this shade, that it's just like a regular metallic, but I feel like to me this gives me more than like even Peachy Keen or Secrets even, or even Bora Bora. Like it does have some like larger pieces of like sparkle in it that gives it a little bit more shine. I actually really like this. It's like a purple with a warmth to it. It almost has like a gold shift to it because I think there are some like gold sparkles in here. If you like purple, I think this is a really beautiful, just like sparkly purple shade. Maybe I'm biased just because I like purple so much, but I think that's really, really nice. But I haven't used it on my eyes yet. And then next up, we have the shade Insane, which I was also pleasantly surprised about. I feel like I haven't really heard that many people talk about it, but it's another beautiful purpley blue shade. This has almost like a sheer base, because in the pan, well, maybe you can see that, has a sheer base, but it has a really strong blue shine. This isn't the most like unique shade or like shift, but it has, again, a beautiful sparkle. Very similar to Anomaly and Good God and some of these other shades up here. If you like a purple shifting blue shade, like, you can't really go wrong with this specific formula, and I can't get enough of purpley blue shades, to be completely frank. So this I love. Again, haven't used that on my eyes yet, but I already know that I'm going to love it, and it seems to be one of like JD Glow's more sparkly formula. Now I'm just going to switch over to this arm. I have 3 shades left. This shade is super, super unique. This is a newer one to me. It's the shade Fairy Acid. This, I've never seen a shade like it. It's a silver with gold glitter in it. So it's like a warm silver. It's super beautiful. I cannot wait to get this on my eyes. It's pretty much exactly the same formula, I would say, as Plum, where it's a more dense metallic shade with just sparkle in it. There's nothing wrong to me about that. I almost prefer that. But just so unique. It's just like the perfect combination between silver and gold. I cannot wait to use that in a look. Then we have another shade that's super hyped up, so I'm excited to have this in my collection now. This is the shade 365. To be honest, it was never a shade that I like felt inclined to get before I saw like so many people love it and hype it up, because I don't know, on the website it just looks like a regular gold, but it really is a super glitzy gold. It's like has a really like warm base to it with a gold yellowy shine and really sparkly. Again, I feel like similar to like Anomaly and Insane and Prismatic, where it has sparkle, but it feels a little bit denser than those and has more of a base to it. So it feels kind of like a merge between this more metallic formula with glitter and the more it's not sheer, more just like fine sparkle shades. I just can't even emphasize enough how different all of these shades are. Not bad, but I think important to know what you're getting when you order from them. And then last but certainly not least is the shade Unexpected. I was trying to merge it with fuck, but it didn't really work. Probably my favorite shade in my entire collection. It is so magical. It's so magical. If you're gonna get one shade from JD Glow, I would say get this bad boy. Has like a warm, reddy, plummy base with like a green, blue shine to it. It's magic and a shadow. You can basically pair it with anything and it will go. It's like so unique, so special. It is the like warm based shifty shade. Like there's so many out there and this is like the one. And like I said, if you're gonna get any shades from JD Glow, get Unexpected. It's so special. I love it so much. If this broke, I would immediately order a new one, like immediately, because I just don't wanna live my life without it. And these are all of my JD Glow shades, okay? Makes me so happy to look at. Sometimes I just like swatch my JD Glow shades and just sit in front of a window and look at all of their glory. They're so beautiful. Huge pans, so you get a lot of product. Some people don't like that. I don't mind at all. And very like affordable for what you get. Some of the most beautiful shadows that I've ever seen that easily rival like Pat McGrath from what I've tried, and like Natasha Denona special shades. Like, it's a steal of a deal, frankly, especially if you get them on sale, because when I bought these new ones, they were 30% off. So would highly recommend. Okay? Highly recommend. They're a black owned brand, and I just live for JD Glow. I reach for these all of the time. I basically reach for these anytime I use a regular metallic and I just don't get the shine that I need, so I will top my look off with one of these. I use prismatic for that like almost every time I do a green look. They're just so beautiful. Keep in mind, like I said, the differences in terms of like finish between the shades, and if I had to choose, I would say like my top recommendations for the ones that I love the most out of the ones that I have. Unexpected, obviously. I mean, obviously. Anomaly, because it's like one of the most beautiful shadows that I've ever laid my eyes on, particularly if you like blue/purple. I also love the shade Good God if you like purples. It's just, the shine on this is unreal. And you can use this depending on your preference and or skin tone. You can use this all over your lid or as like an inner corner shade. It's just magical. I also highly would recommend Prismatic. I would say Unexpected and Prismatic are like top 2. If you're gonna get 2 shades, or you can only get like a very limited amount, Unexpected and Prismatic. I just think this is one of the most unique shadows I've ever seen. And even though I haven't used it on my eyes, I would highly recommend Watermark because it's so sparkly. It's the sparkliest of all of these, hands down. It looks like a night sky or like an ocean at dusk. It's beautiful to look at. I could look at it forever. And if you love like more neutral shades or cool tones, even though again I haven't used this on my eyes, I think the shade Fairy Acid is so unique and so pretty, especially with the cool toned like trend that's going on right now. That is just such a special shade. I would highly recommend you guys check out Jaded Glow if you are into singles, or if you want to get into like more sparkly indie singles. The price is right, and I've never had an issue with them. They ship really fast, and I've never had anything come broken, knock on wood, because as soon as I see that, something's gonna come smash to me. If you're wondering, I thought you were supposed to be on a low buy, and yet you have interestingly been doing these swatch videos of new shadows that you ordered. First of all, how dare you? And I was gonna say that's none of your business, but frankly that's not the case because I've been posting about it. And this is an early birthday present to myself, okay? Because I missed the Adept launch and I was really sad about it. And so I just ordered these instead because I had been wanting to buy more Jaded Glow shadows, singles, and they were having a sale, so I did it. So it's not part of my budget, it's for my birthday, okay? Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I'm gonna leave you at the end of the video with some swatches more up close so you can see the sparkle and shine of these shades. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye!